Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a kind of get ready with me makeup tutorial on backdoor makeup slash old favorites slash products I haven't used in a really long time, like a really long time. Most of these products I haven't used in a very long time. There are a couple things that aren't like super old because I don't keep them that long, like my concealer and my mascara, although these are mascaras that I actually tried like once or twice and then never tried again. So it's kind of like a mix match basket of things. I was gonna do like an old favorites video from 2014 and I went back to like 5 of my old 2014 favorite videos because I saw, I think it was Kathleen Lights do it, and I know a bunch of people have done it, and I thought it was a really good idea. Hi George. But I went back and I started making the list of, oh my gosh, yes, those were like serious favorites, like that's what I want to use. And then so many of those products aren't available anymore, like the Revlon Age Defying Concealer, which if you guys know where that is, that was my favorite. It was like a yellowish tube, like yellowish nude with like a red kind of cap, and had a sponge tip applicator like the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and I cannot find it anywhere. I've looked at Walmart, I've looked at Ulta, I've looked at CVS and Walgreens, and I don't think it exists anymore. So if you guys know where it is, let me know. The Maybelline Define-A-Brow doesn't exist anymore. There are just a bunch of things that I really wanted to use that didn't exist, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna do like a backdoor makeup, old favorites slash products I haven't used in a really long time video. So that's what we're gonna do today. So the first thing that we're gonna do is prime, and I have not used my Hourglass primer serum in a really long time, so that's what we're gonna use. I'm just gonna take a little bit, I actually wanna pan this, and I'm gonna be doing a Project Pan video really soon for you guys, and this is definitely going in it. But I think that because like part of the reason I wanna pan this is because it's definitely old, but it is so moisturizing and hydrating, and I haven't used it since I've like come down with the dry skin. Since I've had dry skin, being pregnant and just like getting older, I have not used this. It feels like so moisturizing and hydrating and luxurious. It's amazing. They have a matte one too, which I used to use and love, but this one is like so like just amazing feeling. Like it's like an oil basically. But it feels like an oil, and I'm just gonna let that soak in for a little bit before we put our foundation on. I want to say really quick before we dive in, I'm gonna forget this, but I did change my lighting setup a little bit, and I know I'm getting shadows. I'm gonna get like a couple other lights. I may get a second ring light, and I'm just kind of messing with it a little bit because I want my backdrop to be brighter, and I don't want to have to mess with the exposure as much. So hopefully I'm getting a new camera for Christmas too. But let me know how you guys like it. I just, I was like really bright, but my backdrop wasn't, so I kind of moved my lights around to illuminate that a little bit more. But it does, like, artificial lighting just creates shadows, you guys, unless you have like 400 lights on you. And I find that like that many lights, you can't see the colors in the palettes or the colors that I'm using. So I really didn't want to do that. So anyway, I have a new lighting set up, and yes, I am wearing my husband's Hanes V-neck t-shirt because I'm 34 weeks pregnant, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So we're gonna use the YSL Touche Eclat foundation today. Oh my gosh, this is a major throwback, right? When was the last time you saw someone use this? Maybe it was recently. I don't know if they even still make this. This is so old, probably expired, but it doesn't smell bad, so we're gonna use it. My shade is in B40. Yeah, and it's an illuminating foundation. I thought about mixing it, but I really want to see how it works on its own because I truly don't remember it has been like that back drawer for me. I'm gonna take 2 pumps of this and my Stands Out Beauty Sponge. I knew this was still going to be a good match for my skin tone because this was like a wintry foundation for me because it's dewy, so I used to wear this more when my skin was drier in the winter. So I'm definitely going to use more than 2 pumps. It's a very like liquidy and thin. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so glowy. I'm kind of obsessed with it right now. Okay, I really like that. It's a very medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's like full coverage, but I got it really close to full coverage. Oh, I'm really loving that. So I'm gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I just haven't used this in a really long time. This is number 10 Light. This isn't really old. I bought this a couple months ago. And I just haven't used it. I think I need this in a slightly lighter shade, or does that look light enough to you guys? I don't know, it doesn't look that light to me. It's like the perfect pair with this foundation too. because it's a great medium coverage concealer, but it doesn't crease and it doesn't look cakey ever, and it's not too full coverage for like a light medium coverage foundation. You know when you like have a light foundation and you put on a full coverage concealer, you just can't do it. I don't think it works. It doesn't work for me at all. So I'm also just gonna take that over my lids just a little. The coverfx setting FX light powder. I'm gonna just bake a little bit with this. I'm also gonna take whatever's left on my sponge after I bake each side and put that on my lashes. Oh, it's not like super thick, it's kind of just like melting in, which I actually really like. I don't have a lot of excess powder over there, which I'm really fine with. I don't like a heavy bake, I just don't. So I'm just gonna, oh hi George. Actually, I think we should set the whole face with this, yes? I normally like to let the foundation sit a little bit. Oh man, that foundation is like looking better every second. It's like not super glowy, it's like freaking perfect. I'm remembering why I really love this. Also, I'm kind of digging that setting powder. Let's take kind of what's left in the cap here, and we'll just lightly set the rest of the face, because I'm not a big powder person right now because my skin is dry, so I don't want a ton of powder, but I also want this foundation to last. So for brows, I'm gonna throw it back to two products I haven't used in forever. The Anastasia, this is the Brow Powder Duo and Brunette / Dark Brown. Looks like this. And then the Gimme Brow from Benefit to set that. And I always use a MAC 266 with this. It is like my all-time favorite brow brush. There are so many, I mean, this one's just so thin. There are so many brow brushes out there, you guys. And this one is just like the perfect thickness. So what I normally do is I go in with a dark color, tap off the excess, and I kind of outline a little bit like where I'm going to fill in. Because you guys know I don't really like a super drawn on brow. So I kind of I like pretty natural brows, but I want them to, you know, be full. So I just take that dark brown kind of through the tail, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then I use the lighter color in this duo to fill them in, and I go back into the dark brown when I need it. I think this is going to go in my top drawer. I used to love, like, this was how I did my brows. With powder always, with MAC powders, and then I use this, and the Benefit Gimme Brow. Mine's like pretty kind of dried out, but I can still use a little bit. I'm kind of obsessed with my brows. I also plucked them this morning, which was life-changing. You guys know how that is. All right, so for eyes today, we are throwing it back to the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. You guys, this was like favorite Naked palette that they came out with, and I cannot wait to use this. So I'm really excited to dive in and create a look. So let's zoom in. So I have my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. Alright, here, so pretty. Okay, we're gonna take a fluffy blending and take Limit, which is this one right here. And we already primed with our concealer and we set with powder. So, do you guys hear Jordan? He wants me to turn the heater back on, but I'm filming, Bubs. I know they can't hear me when the heater's on. I'm sorry. This is just our transition shade. I feel like this lighting is actually working out really well. Like, I like how my background's a little bit brighter than it usually is. I think I'm gonna kind of pull this back further than I normally do. Like back this way. Do you guys know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah, that's what I want. I'm just gonna take this all the way to the inner corner. We're gonna do kind of a simple look. We're gonna go into Nooner. This one here, just barely. This is darker, and we're just going to deepen this up. And again, I'm kind of gonna flick it out, blend it out, and focus it in that outer part. Not take it in the inner corner. Oh my gosh, I love this palette. I'm just gonna slowly build up some color out here. You guys know how this goes. I'm kind of liking this, like, blowing it out the edges. That sounds really freaking weird, honey. Okay, I think it's time for a clean blending like this one. I'm just going to go over just the edges. I think these two, yeah, let's go with these two today. Maybe we'll do like a pop of that in the center. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna take the darker color on a blending brush, and this is gonna go in that outer third on top of that darker shade, and I'm gonna work it in to the middle. The thing is, I remember about these Naked palettes, like, yes, you can apply these shades with your finger. These always looked beautiful and worked amazingly well with a brush. Like, you never, this was like, these came out back in the day when people, I mean, we were still like, we would use our fingers, I guess, but like, not really. I don't know what I'm saying. Flat shader brush, and we'll go into that like kind of purpley, pinky, mauve-y shimmery shade. And we're just gonna layer that from the inner third over top of that. Let's try, I'm just curious because I don't remember ever wetting my brush and using these. So I'm curious what it would do. So I'm gonna take, this is like something else I want to pan. The Project Beauty Spray Set and Go. I can't use it as setting powder because, setting powder? What did I just say? Setting spray. I'm gonna grab the pigment first because it just, the spray is like too harsh. It's not good for that. Oh yeah. Is it chunky though? Oh no, it looks pretty. Just kind of patting that over. I like that. No, it's really not chunky. It looks really nice. Builds really nice. Going back into the blending brush we use for the crease and just kind of lightly deepening up those edges and then taking it in. Okay, let's smoke out the lower lash line because I feel like we need that now. I'm actually gonna take a MAC 217, which is gonna seem like it's too big, but it's gonna work well for this. I'm gonna take a combo of that lit, no, Limit and Nooner. Have to like scratch them off. And just start in the outer corner, like sweeping it back, starting light, and then bringing it all the way in. They're two really pretty transition shades. They have darker shades in this palette, but I wish there was like just a matte darker shade to deepen up a little bit. Because there really isn't one. But you can use the shimmers, like they work fine to darken it up. I'm kind of obsessed with like how smoky and blown out this is looking. I never take my eyeshadow like that far out. I feel like it looks really nice. Okay, I feel like I just need to add something else to like the lower lash line, and I want to add some MAC Tan pigment. So what I'm going to do is take this little top off. I haven't used this in so long, you guys. This is seriously back drawer makeup. I'm actually going to take like this flat brush and I'm going to spritz it, both sides, and then kind of tap it off a little and grab it on the tip, grab the pigment on the tip and then wipe it off a little and kind of do that again. And I want to do this like right in the inner corner and like drag it out just a little to the middle of the eye. I'm going to get my mirror so I can get like nice and close. Do you guys see that? Can you see that like sparkle shimmer? I'm taking it right to the middle. Oh my gosh. Oh, so pretty. I'm gonna take just like a regular brush now and a little bit of the pigment and just layer it on top just to like set it. I like that a lot. Makes me really want to put a little bit on the upper lash line. but I'm gonna take a little bit of the pigment with my finger. I'm gonna put a little bit in the center of the eye, just to give it a little pop. Oh my goodness. Oh, just like a little extra something. Yeah, that works. Do you guys see the shine difference? This is why I've held on to this for so long. Okay, we are not gonna add any dramatic liner. We're just gonna add some mascara. Also, I'm completely obsessed with my skin. I'm excited to see how it wears with that primer because that primer is so hydrating and that foundation like isn't too dewy. It's like the perfect amount of dewy and my skin looks amazing. Lash Paradise Mystic Black. Ooh. Ooh, maybe because it's dried out a little? Oh, I like it better. But I remember it like stuck my lashes together. Okay, so right now it's doing a pretty good job. I've heard the regular, like not the Mystic Black, is better. I don't know why. Mystic Black, this was all my drugstore had when I bought it. All right, now my mascara is on. Let's zoom out and we'll finish up the face. We're gonna contour with a true backdoor beauty fave. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in medium to tan. And this is what it looks like. It was well loved by me, but I haven't used it in a long time. And I can actually use this to contour and bronze. So we are gonna try to do that today. So I'm gonna take my angled brush. This is usually what I use to contour. This is from AOA Studio. And to contour, kind of a combo of these two. This is always what I used to bronze. These are kind of warmer shades. Oh, do you guys see how warm that is? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna go to this side. But I am not like a cool tone, like I like cool tone contour, but I've got a pretty fair complexion. So I don't, you know, if it's too cool tone, it will just look so gray on me. I'm just going into that middle shade. That last shade on that top row is just too dark for me right now. And now we're gonna bronze with like a bigger brush, and we're gonna go into that shade down here, this one here. I don't think they have like shade names. And then what's cool is these pop out of the palette if you want them to. Oh yeah, this will really warm up the face. Forgot how good these colors are. Holy bajoli. They are warm, so if you don't like warm, really warm bronzers like or contours, like you're not gonna like this, but for me it's kind of perfect. Because I think the shade and light can get too, like I would like to combo the shade and light color in that subconscious that I use to contour with the one in here, so it's a little bit warmer. That would be like perfect. We're all set, and I really like that. Like I'm really happy that I used that. For blush, we are going to take a Kylie blush that I used to love, Barely Legal. This kind of doesn't go with our look anymore, but it's like a light wash of color, so I think it'll be just fine. So I'm going to take my blush brush, and what I love about these is that they are very buildable, but they are not super highly pigmented right away, which is nice because I like a flush of blush. I do not like clown cheeks, and I know a lot of people really do like that, but I just don't like a lot of blush. I'm not a big fan. Gosh, this is so pretty. I love this blush. And then for highlighter, you guys, I bought this so long ago. This is the Laura Mercier Fall in Love Face Illuminator Collection, and I swear I've like never ever touched it. Let's just swatch them to see what they all look like. Oh my gosh, why have I never used this? I'm regretting everything right now. Do you guys, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Look at this bronze shade. That would be like unreal on deep skin. Can you guys, I'm trying to, ooh. Oh my gosh, that is like, it is wet looking. I did not think these were like that. Which one? See, I want to use the top one, but I think it's too deep for me. I'm gonna mix these two, which are these two in the pan right here. Okay, let me just wipe this off and wipe it off so I don't get it on my husband's white shirt. Although I'm gonna wash it obviously. And I'm gonna take kind of a swirl in here, and tap it off a lot. And then we'll slowly breathe. It's fine. It's just so good. It's taking my breath away, you guys. I'm really hoping. This goes so well with our look. I'm taking it up into the brow bone. You guys know I love this trick so much. It's like the Rihanna. I'm gonna take another swirl, so you guys can see, and I'm gonna take this like in the brow bone, up and down. I guess we're just going for highlighter today. Yeah. Please tell me that you guys can see that. Oh my god. I'm like kind of a subtle highlighter, but I can't stop. This might be my favorite highlighter I've ever used. Live on the nosies. Right up here on the lip. Okay, well this is amazing. This is amazing and I love it so much. We're gonna use a setting spray by Flower Beauty. This is the matte setting spray because I'm obviously like kind of glowy, and this is one that I've had for a while. My skin looks unbelievable. This is like one of the best foundations I've worn in a long time. What was I doing? What was I thinking? I really hope they still make it. I'm scared they don't make it anymore. I love this look. I want to put that highlighter like all over my eyes and all over my body. Okay, if I were to use a lip liner that was a throwback that I don't have anymore, it would be MAC Subculture, MAC Sublime, something like that. But instead we're just going to go for MAC lipstick. So I have two. I have Musculinity and Viva Glam 5, and I think we're going to layer them. So no liner today. It's going to go in. This is Musculinity is really light. I love it though. Look how like, oh, it's so pretty. This is not expired. I haven't had this that long. Oh my gosh. What is this look? This is like my favorite look I've created, and you guys, I don't even know. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my lips look wet. Okay, we're done. I don't even know. I can't even. This combo is staying out. Clearly I have rediscovered some seriously good like back drawer beauty products. I encourage you guys to do this with your makeup collection. Holy crap, this was like a little life-changing for me, I'm not gonna lie. Like this, I feel like this looks so nice. What do you guys think of the overall look? Are you a fan? These are all products that I have not touched in so long. So long. I need to see if they still make this. They better still make this because I'm going to go buy it because this one is expired for sure. But I'm still gonna use this even though it's expired. Oh, my husband's awake. You can come in.
You too.
I know. Did you see them on opposite sides of the couch?
Yeah.
I know. They each took like a pillow. It was really cute. If you go through some of your back drawer beauty products, things that you haven't used in a really long time, and you rediscover some old favorites, definitely let me know what they are in the comments. And I'm excited to see those because this was very, very fun to do. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I am here Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Central. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.